Welcome back, everybody. We've got a guest here today. Her name is Abbey. You may or may not have seen her before. She has been representing Australia for a good solid 10 years now. In both the 8 and the 1500. She is a Commonwealth Games bronze medalist back in Birmingham. Feels like a lifetime ago
Kind of
now.
was a lifetime ago.
But wasn't actually really that long ago at all, because we've got a Com Games coming up next year and she's probably going to try and defend that title, if not make it a little bit better.
Hopefully.
As well as a bronze medal in the World Cross Country Champs, a semi-final appearance in not one, but two events, both the 15 and the 800 in the same competition in Budapest, and an Olympic semi-finalist with a PB of 1:58.48. And she is currently ranked number 17 in the world in the 800. So welcome, Abbey.
Thanks, guys. It's an honor to be here.
You've been highly recommended and lots of questions have come in for you. So I'm hoping that today's chat's going to be really good and insightful for you, myself, and everybody watching. Today we're kind of going to go over training strategies, changing events, the lead up to World Champs that's coming up, and obviously some quick fires because we love a quick fire.
Why not? We love a quick fire.
Why not? Let's get into it, shall we?
Yay.
Yeah.
Paris Olympian and Commonwealth Games relay bronze medalist, one of the best smiles in the business, Mia Gross.
Mia Gross is ripping through the field.
Mia Gross is going to get up here. She storms past them and goes into the final.
Mia Gross of Australia just taking a stride or two out of Ireland.
Gross will be very, very strong late. We know that. Mia's coming away.
She's always been a good mover. Look at the determination.
We are currently here in St. Moritz. What is like the importance of altitude training?
Honestly, I get told to come here and I come because I know it's good for me. No, it is good for distance athletes. Your body learns to adapt to the lack of oxygen and you go into like a hypoxic state. So your body pretty much just learns to create more red blood cells. So then you become really efficient at delivering oxygen to the rest of your body, which when you come off the mountain and come to race, it's really efficient.
And you go speedy.
Yeah.
So you were here last year. What's something that you found last year that you've kind of moved into this year as something a little bit different?
I mean, I feel like I've developed a lot as an athlete in the last 12 months. So like I can attack the training here a lot harder. But I feel like because of that, I also like have adapted things like learning to like feel better, like get really dehydrated up here. And just like listening to your body and knowing that you need more sleep at altitude. And I feel like every altitude stint is going to be a learning lesson.
So when you first came up to altitude for your first ever time, what was that like?
Ooh, to be honest, my team kept it very tame for me, so I didn't like go bonkers. And I think because of the risk of like distant runners being quite low in iron, naturally your body's using a lot more of it and things at altitude, so they were very like safe in the sense of my training. So my first experience I did was kind of Perisher last year.
Was it the first one last year?
Yeah, in January last year was
wow.
my first proper experience. And yeah, I feel like I played it really safe.
Yeah.
And like I got through it, but there was certainly days where I was like, oh my God, I'm so tired. And like I was sleeping so much.
How long would you typically stay in altitude for?
I feel like up to 4 weeks. I feel like that's like a really healthy period of time that you can train hard, get some really good stimulus of training, but not like cook yourself. I feel like if you spend a lot of time at altitude, it is easy to cook yourself. You want to get the most out of it, so you want to be able to train hard.
That's true.
So I'd say up to 4 weeks.
Up to 4 weeks. And would you do like, what, like 2 or 3 times in the year, or?
I mean, this year, this is my third altitude trip. So we've worked up to it, but yeah, definitely want to do at least 2 to 3 a year, but it's something to like work up to.
And what does a typical week look like in altitude?
Not a lot, to be
Not a lot.
honest. Outside of training, there's not a lot going on. To be honest, like training days are pretty stock standard. Normal jogging, normal training. And then honestly, just a lot of lounging, resting, just because you do get so tired and fatigued. A lot of coffee shops, a lot of card games.
You do love a coffee shop, yes.
Hard to find in St. Moritz. Beggars can't be choosers.
No, that's true.
Yeah, really low key, which is good. It like creates a really nice camp environment to be able to like lock into training and force you to rest and recover.
I think that's like one of the most important things is like you come here to lock in. I got a job to do, got to do it. And maybe like being so high up and not much to do is probably beneficial. I know for a fact if it was hot here, then a lot of the sprinters would be out there tanning. So it's probably a good thing that it's like not really like insanely hot weather, that you like do spend some days at home.
Yeah, oh 100%. Like you're not that tempted. There has been a lot of cold, a lot of rain. Not that tempted to go outside. But in saying that, like, you're literally training in one of the most beautiful parts of the world. Like, you can appreciate that for what it is. Like, you don't feel the need to go out and, like, seek activities or find things to do because, like, you're just in such a relaxed state looking at the most beautiful scenery. Not more I want.
You're not wrong. And so you have brought over some of your training mates to help you prepare. What is the importance of like having them?
To be honest, like distance running, a lot of it, like we run in packs.
Yeah.
So like one, race practice is like running with people is
Important.
very important. And just being used to people running around you, especially at pace. But honestly, mainly because I'm a terrible pacemaker.
Terrible as in you'll go too fast or you'll go way too slow?
Usually too fast because I'm like scared of like underdoing it. But like I can go like extreme opposites. It's really bad. It's something I need to work on.
To be fair, like if you were like Mia, I need you to pace my 200s for me. What do you run like 200 reps in?
Varies.
28 reps?
Yeah, 28s to 32s.
28s to 32s. I would not be able to, I would just give you some 24s.
And I would not be on you because I couldn't run
I would
that.
be useless. If you want a 24, then I'm your girl. And if you want like every alternating rep, then I'm also your girl. How do your workouts change when you're up in altitude? Do you have like longer recoveries or everything's pretty much the same?
Like the whole thing is it's really hard to drop your heart rate in your recovery. So like at altitude, you definitely want to like increase your recovery, but a lot of the time we actually go down for most of our like hard sessions.
And
like,
why do you go down?
just so you can actually do that, because running up at altitude, it's like you can only get so much out of your body because you're training it to adapt at that. But at the same time, you still want to hit the stimulus you want for your training goals. So going down to like sea level sessions just allows you to be able to like keep training at the standard that you want and being able to run the paces you want off short recoveries and whatever the goal is without compromising. Really, the most important thing is living and like sleeping at altitude.
Yeah. Okay, so you go down the mountain for like all of your hard sessions. I don't know, your long runs and stuff up here.
Yeah.
How do you manage recovery during the altitude to avoid fatigue?
A lot of sleep.
A lot of sleep. How often would you nap? Because like I'm a napper. We've been living together for what, like a week now, guys?
Yeah.
And I've also, she's a napper too.
I'm a napper. I am a napper. Like, I go through phases, but I also feel like being more okay with downtime. I feel like recovery doesn't necessarily have to be like active recovery and like always doing things. And as much as you do that and you want to add that in, a lot of the time you get so much benefit out of just slouching on the couch. No harm in it.
No harm.
Like, I think it's a balance. Like, you definitely need to have your active recovery. I spend a lot of time in my boots when I can, or like going in the lake for recovery, just like icing.
Do you do a lot of heat stuff?
If I'm going into like a comp that is like humid, like for Tokyo this year, I haven't really done as much because the 800 it's not as essential.
Yeah, and it's not really that hot in Tokyo.
I feel like it's humid.
It's humid, but it's not like that bad.
Like, it's definitely going to be warm, but I don't think it's going to be
Like sweating off the face.
Yeah, and especially for the 800, like it doesn't kill you as much.
Really? I thought it would have been different. I would
Definitely 1500 up.
Oh,
I think if I was doing the 15, anything up, I would definitely be doing a lot more heat training in like in the sauna and things.
Yeah.
But it hasn't been like as important.
Yeah. What are some of your favorite speed sessions, thresholds, and tempo workouts to do up here?
I honestly love like threshold sessions up here, mainly because the scenery though, and like the trails. It's so nice. You're literally running on like trails that you're looking into something that could be a painting. And like it honestly makes the biggest difference because you're just so grateful to be there and like you're almost distracted by the fact that you're hurting. Like you're looking and you're like, it's beautiful, it's a nice day, like what could I be mad about? I think threshold running is definitely probably my favorite session to do up here.
And for those that don't know, because I just asked Abbey like 2 days ago what is like the threshold, because I thought just like threshold was just like running as hard as you can for as long as you can. But then we were at the track and Lyndon was like, oh, I'm doing threshold 200s, and I was like, my head turned. I was like, threshold 200s, what the hell is that?
I'm gonna be honest, I haven't seen anyone else ever do threshold 200s for context, but it kind of is running as hard as you can for as long as you can. You're almost like, you're at the point where you can't redline, or you are redlining, but like it's sustainable. You want it to be at a pace that's like comfortable, you can talk at and sustain it for a good 20 minutes.
Okay. So how long would your like thresholds like typically go for?
I never do like big, like long threshold reps. We usually do broken reps, so it might be like 3 by 12 minutes or broken 7-8 minute reps. So I break mine up a lot, but I also think that could be the 800 runner in me.
When you were doing the 15, were you doing them longer?
Yeah, not really, to be honest.
The same?
Yeah, kind of the same. But I think if we're talking longer distances,
then you would go out longer and longer. Yeah, that makes complete sense. Yeah. We got World Champs in September. In Tokyo. You've already been selected as an auto selection in the 8. Yeah. All the way back in April. Does this low-key open your eyes to possibly double in Tokyo?
Oh, yeah. And that was a lot of the reasoning as to why I did a couple of 15s this year. But unfortunately, I just don't think I gave myself, I gave myself every opportunity I could racing wise, but I just didn't get a timeout that would have given me a chance for selection in the 15. I don't want to speak too soon, but also the depth of the 1500 is crazy. Yeah. And I knew I'd have to be very competitive with that. I'm not there to be selected at the moment, which is fine. Yeah. I guess the goal is to double. I take every opportunity to do that. I did it in Budapest and it was my best championships. It was my first ever majors and it was an amazing experience being able to do both. And I would love to have done that again.
Semis in both of them too. Semi-finals in both of them is crazy.
Yeah, that was honestly one of the, I think at the time I didn't realise how cool it was and how much fun I was having. And now I'm I may not ever have the opportunity to double again. And, I'd like to think I will, and I'm going to give it my best shot, but I was that was cool, and I want to do that again. So, yes, definitely I would love to double in Tokyo. I just think right now it might be a little bit out of the picture.
Fair enough. And so being selected so early on, how does that help your training and, mental, load going into the champs? Yep, I'm going. I know I'm going. Mum, Dad, book your flights.
We're going to Tokyo.
See me in Tokyo.
Yeah. It is so much less stress. It is such a lucky position to be in. Yeah. And major relief just for this whole season, because really up until the end of selection, in particular in distance running, anything could happen. You just don't know when someone's going to come out and run this time or that time. So just being able to focus on yourself and your training and pick your races to where you want, not chasing anything, is such a relief. I think it definitely allows me to enjoy the process more, but at the same time it is a luxury and that's not always going to be the case. I'm going to try get the auto selection each time, but it might not always happen. So yeah, it is a massive weight off the shoulders.
When you were racing at nationals, was it I need to win? Was that the only thing that was going through your mind?
Yeah.
Because you already had the auto qual.
Yeah.
And the only other thing that you had to do was win or come second.
Yeah.
As you're on the starting you were I do not care about time, I just need to place. Is that what was kind of going through? Or were you I still need to run fast?
No, pretty much. I was don't care about the time. I'm here to race. Yeah. And be competitive. And I want to get over that line first. And I'm not walking away satisfied unless I didn't even want to give myself the option to come second or come third or anything. I'm here to win because that's going to secure my spot to Tokyo.
How do you approach the mental game of stacked rounds at a global champs?
I feel it's just taking one at a time. One, be prepared to go through every round and be competing 3 or 4 times in a row. And
because running 800 rounds would be crazy, no? 800, next day 800, next day 800, it's not 800, rest, 800. Mm-hmm. This is a stacked schedule.
Yeah. It definitely, you want to be going in feeling as fresh as possible. I feel you just go in with a plan for, okay, this is my time schedule for the week. I have this race in the evening, whatever it is. And it's between that round and that round, I need to be able to getting in a lot of food. I need to be recovering, getting in the ice bath. And it's you don't think about anything else. I feel I block off the rest of my world to just being okay, what can I do to benefit myself between this round and that round? Yeah. There's really nothing else you can do. And I feel the hardest part about it at majors is you want to see family, you want to see friends and things. And
or straight after a race.
Exactly. Yeah. And I do think that's important. So in Paris last year after my repechage, all I wanted to do was see my family. I was I know I've got another race tomorrow, but I need to check in with my family, just see them.
Because I see your family everywhere. Every single champs that I go to, same as my parents. My parents come to every single race of mine. But I swear your parents come to every single race of yours too. And for some reason, I swear I'm on your dad's flight almost every single time.
Really?
Yeah. I always see him at the airport. He's hi Mia.
We actually are probably some of the luckiest athletes ever to have our family everywhere. Something I cannot take for granted.
No, I completely agree.
Because we're definitely both family people and just need that reset of just seeing their faces even. And everyone's different, but for me, I definitely need to be okay, I want to see mum and dad and my brothers.
Did you end up going to see them after repechage?
Yeah. I just had to go see the tears in mum's eyes.
Is there more race tactics, I guess, at a world champs compared to somewhere else? Because there's no paces.
It's definitely different. It doesn't necessarily change the race dramatically because people are still running fast. And there's still a large number of girls who are a lot faster than me that I'm still trying to chase them. They're almost my pace figures.
Yeah. Oh,
so I go in with a goal of okay, I need to get through to the semis. I need to be top 3. Okay, race to be top 3, race to win. So it is tactical, but I do quite often go into races just to race as well. So it's not uncommon to have that mindset.
For a championship style 800 meters.
Yes.
Positioning seems to be very key.
Yeah.
How do you decide when to make your move?
You kind of just got to read the race. Like,
It's just about like whoever's in the race.
who's in
that's
your
what you're gonna go
race,
with.
like knowing different people's strengths, but also knowing your own strengths. Like 800's hard because like the kick isn't necessarily like a kick could be in like a 3K, 5K because you're already running so fast that it's not going to be like a dramatic effect. I guess it's probably more so timing your moves off feel as well. Like you might be feeling really fresh and really good and you might have like, okay, I might have like a surge in me down the back straight and then I'll be able to come off the bend for the home straight really fast as well and might have 2 in you. Or it might be like, actually no, from 180 I just need to give it everything I got.
Damn.
I feel like it's feeling based and who's in your race.
Yeah, fair enough. How much do you plan versus adapting to the race itself?
I'm very good at adapting to races. I feel like that's always been my strength. But recently in the last 12 months, my coach has challenged me to like try new things in the sense of like, okay, this race you're going to go do this and like give it a shot.
Like
So,
as
like,
in like go out harder?
yeah, like go out and like lead it or go sit on the pacer for as long as possible.
Does leading
or...
scare you?
Yeah, kind of. Kind of. But like it depends on your race. If you're at a race where it's like you know you should be able to lead, then why not I just go do it? Like it's not that deep.
It's not that deep.
It's not that deep.
It's not that deep.
Yeah, we've definitely gone into more races recently with goals, which I think is definitely the art of like fine-tuning racing. You need that. We're trying to hit goals.
Trying to hit goals.
I
trying
speak to
do
Gav and see
everything.
what he thinks and listen and do it. Full trust in the coach.
We do have world champs in 6 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
What does that look like for you from this point onwards?
Okay, from this point, what do we have? So like I got another couple of weeks of training and then I'm going to do 2 or 3 800s just to like
fine-tune things.
fine-tune racing, just get used to feeling uncomfortable in racing.
Is that like the main goal, is to kind of feel uncomfortable in racing?
Yeah. Going to Worlds is literally the best in the world. Like, I got to be comfortable with being shocked. It's just the reality of it. So I got 3-ish 800s that I'll do, get race practice in. And then I'm going to go home and pretty much just straight into pre-camp in Cairns.
Before every single World Champs, Olympics, Com Games, whatever it is, we have like a holding camp. So for the 2 weeks, is it 2 weeks? 2 or 3-ish
something
weeks.
like that.
We, as a whole Australian team, have to be in like the same base and we train together, eat together,
Do
everything together for
Yeah.
a solid 3 weeks before we go into the champs. Usually the camp is in like the same country that the World Champs meet is going to be in, but this year we are staying in Australia. We're going to Cairns and then we fly as a team to Tokyo because it's not that far away.
Yeah, it's a bit of a luxury this year being so close.
And because we have more time to adapt back to our own time zones, going back home whacks you in the face with like jet lag. What are you like when you come home? Are you like, because I can't sleep when I go back home.
It's definitely harder, but I feel like I've forced myself to be, or convinced myself that I'm good at it anyway. Because I love going home for like a mid-year reset. Like I'm very big on like having a little break in my season just to go home for a couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks.
Spend time
reset.
with the fam, have a
Yeah.
little bit of routine back.
Exactly. So I feel like I've forced myself to try to be good at it, but whether I am or not, I don't know.
That's another
Just
story,
throw yourself
really.
in the deep end.
Just throw yourself in the deep end and like hope for the best.
Exactly, yeah.
You won a Commonwealth Games bronze medal in the 1500 and now we see you line up in Olympic semi-finals in an 8. What was the decision behind the change?
I wish I could give you one definitive answer, but I definitely cannot. Like, I hadn't done 800s for a little bit, for like a few years. 2022, the year of the Com Games, I had done a couple leading into the season, and they turned out to be a lot better than we expected.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, there's actually something in this. But then still the whole goal was running through that season, the 1500, and wanting to qualify for Com Games and World Champs in it.
Yeah.
So obviously we stuck with that goal and yeah, that worked. Like I got to the Com Games in the 1500 and then post-season I did a couple more 800s and it was like, okay, like there's definitely more to be tapped into here. I've kind of just been like taking it as an opportunity because the 800 strength will do so much for the 1500 and ultimately my goal for my career is to attack the 1500 with everything I've got.
Also, you want to move back to the 15.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't think it needs to be a decisive decision of one or the other. I think working on one is doing a lot for the other. And I have really enjoyed doing both for the last few years.
Yeah.
They just go hand in hand together and I don't see myself not doing either of them anytime soon.
So you still love the 15s?
I do.
Okay.
It's definitely... My heart lies with the 1500.
Really?
I feel like it's just always been the part of me that's like, I'm a 1500 girly.
Yeah.
But I absolutely have loved doing the 800 and it's like, it's a whole different challenge, but I think they are genuinely different events and they require different skills to each other. But then at the end of the day, each skill goes into the other event as well. So like, it's kind of just like a win-win.
That's true. To be fair, I find like if I focus on like just the 100 only, I will do not good in that. But if I do like ones, twos, then all of a sudden the ones do so much better. Even I'm finding it in my fours. I don't even care about the fours, and I'm just doing ones and twos, and all of a sudden fours.
And she just pulls out a 52.
Yeah. You've been coached by Gav since you were 13.
Yeah.
Which is actually good. You don't hear about that like at all these days. Like that is, I think you're like one of the only ones, unless like someone's coached by their dad or something like that. How do you kind of guide that?
Gav is the best thing that could have ever happened to me in my running career. Like, he's just an amazing person. And if I said to him, Gav, I want to be a 5K runner today, I think he would be like, okay, no worries, let's go do that. He will support anything I want to do, and he's just got the brains and things. And I think when I started running a couple of 800s and they turned out quite well, I think he realized as well, like, okay, well, let's use this to our advantage for the 1500. And it's kind of just been like, not like a decisive, like, okay, yes, let's do this. It's just roll with it and let's just keep tapping into both. It makes training more interesting. He will take me on the ride, whatever ride I want to take, but I definitely need to use his brains. I will say to him, is this actually a good idea? And he'll support that.
So I like that. I like that you're asking your coach questions about like what you're doing. Yeah. Because you were saying to me that you've never been injured before.
Yeah, I've been very, very lucky. And honestly, that is hats off to Gav for keeping my training so like sustainable and healthy and not allowing me to like just go bonkers.
Well, because I feel like as athletes we want to do as much as we can, like we're trying to get to these places, but it sounds like Gav's like stay back, Abbey.
And I think because we've had the advantage of being together for so long, he saw me as a young teenager and like was never gonna let me break myself, and it's like looking at things long term, like, do you want to stay in this sport, do you want to enjoy it, do you want to be happy? It's like, yeah, obviously that's the goal. Okay, so let's take like just the normal route of like path to success is staying healthy, enjoying the sport and being smart about things. And he did that exactly, and is genuinely the sole reason I've been able to get to where I am.
Yeah, no, I love that. Is there anything you wish that you did differently when you started doing the 8s?
I don't want to say they were new to me because I obviously did them when I was younger, but I kind of got into them already as quite a well-developed 1500 runner. So then doing the 800, like, a lot of things came naturally to me. But whereas now when I do 800s, it's like trying to unlock each part of the race and really break it down is where, like, I can find my improvements. Whereas a couple of years ago when I was doing them, it was like, oh, like, all rainbows and daisies, like, how good's this? And kind of just, like, getting, like, taken through the races and, like, they were just going well for me.
Yeah.
But then now it's like, okay, I need to actually fine-tune things. And, like, I guess I could say I wish I did that a bit better back in the day.
That's good. I feel like that's a good way to kind of move in, because then that allows you to move back. You've run some 15s this year and you've run some 8s, both being on like Diamond League circuits. How do you decide to choose, all right, this is what I'm going to do here and this is what I'm going to do here? What is the go?
I used most of the directive from Gav
and
Avish, who just work so well together.
Yeah.
It is hard, but like I guess the advantage of being able to do both events is they support each other again. Like it's not like you get sick of going back to back to back in the same race. Same as like sprints. Like you have the variety of being able to do.
Do you get more nervous on the start line in a 1500 now?
The start of this season I definitely did, but that's because I kind of bonked them a bit last year and never executed a singular one. Very well at all. It was just a bad year for 1500s. So I think stepping on the line this year, I was like, I just want to run well. So that was nerve-wracking, but I don't think it makes me more nervous now. I think because you go into each race with a different goal. Yeah. Like I have that distraction of like, okay, I just want to get this.
What goals do you kind of go into each race with? Like, what's, like, the main underlying factor of, like, each one?
I feel like if it's big worldwide stage race, so it's, like, a championships or a Diamond League or something, it's very much, like, making myself as competitive as possible in the pack and wanting to be as far forward as possible. And with that comes good times because of the standard of the racing. So I feel like executing positioning and making sure I, like, attack the race, but at the same time, making it in a way that's to my strengths.
Your last 300 is always so good.
I try to.
I love your last 300s. The bell goes and you're like kind of at the back. Do you go through your head like, oh, that's fine because my last 300 is legendary, like I'm going to catch them? Or do you actually go, oh my God, I'm too far away, like I can't catch them?
No, I kind of scare myself of like, oh shit, there's gaps in front of me. Go. Yeah. To be fair, being at the back is not where I want to be. Like as good of a kick as I have, everyone on that level's got a good kick. am glad I have such strength in the back half of races a lot of the time, but at the same time, a lot of the goals are to get out a bit harder and actually be more competitive at the start of the race, so I'm not constantly relying on that, because you're not getting the best out of yourself by kicking home every time. You're not reaching, like, you're not discovering what your best, like, how good you can be.
So with that, is it better to go all out from the start, or would you start like steadier and then start building throughout the race?
You definitely want to get off the line quick. With the merge in the 800, it can get kind of messy depending on what lane you're in. But I would say the most important part of the 800 is probably the third 200.
Really?
So after the bell.
Yeah.
That 200 after the bell. It's just like natural, because you have your first lap, you go out, you're feeling good. That 200 is where it's really easy to drop off. If you wanted to focus on one part, probably that. Certainly for me, I know that is like where I want to focus. But in saying that, you don't want to just send it for that 200 and get to the last 200 and be like, I got nothing.
Starts running backwards.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So it kind of is a steady state kind of running event, but that would be my take.
When you do go to like these Diamond League meets and stuff like that, and they put a pacer on for like the first 400 as like 55, what do you usually like to go through the first 400 in?
Not 55.
Like 56, 57?
Yeah, like honestly, I don't think I've ever been quicker than like 56 high through the bell. I think that's the cool thing about the 800 is like people coming from the 400 direction and there's people coming from the distance direction, and they can both be like, you could have two different, like, let's say 156 girls. And they come from two different strengths. Someone who gets out hard and just sustains it, or you get someone who just cannot get off the line, does not have any speed, but has a really strong back half of the race. So personally for me, I'm not strong in the first half of the race, but yeah.
So like when people do go through in like 55, does that like scare you?
Like I don't get stressed if I know that like a pace is going through 55, whatever, because I know I can back myself in with my strengths. But also it is kind of scary when you're running a pace and you're like, oh, actually, is this actually 55 pace or is this quicker? Like, because like no pacemaker is perfect and like you don't expect them to be, but you just never know on the off chance if they do happen to be going through the first 200 in like 26 and you're like, like I'm gonna blow.
Do you like watch the clock when you go around and the pacer goes?
I don't wear a watch.
Okay. Yeah.
Never wear a watch racing. I mean, depends on what I'm doing for the race, but I do like to have like occasionally pick up on the clocks like each on the 200, but sometimes it's also nice not to look because you're like, just race. I don't want to know, I don't want like the justification of, oh yeah, this is fast. Like I'd rather go off feel and be able to like run my race off how I'm feeling.
So when you are racing, are you aware of like everyone, like if I was to scream at you like really loudly, would you be able to hear me?
I'm gonna say no, because when I'm properly locked in, absolutely not. Do not hear a thing. Do not hear like the commentators. But if I'm not locked in enough, which can happen, I probably will hear you.
Does it get worse in the 15?
No, because I feel like you've got, like, I don't want to say head noise, but you're like kind of talking to yourself in your head. Well, I am anyway.
What are you saying?
I'm just having a chat. Having a chat about the weather. No.
What am I going to eat for dinner?
Yeah. No, it's like, I feel like I'm just like, okay, like this next 200 here, or like get on the back of that person, and like you kind of just like having an internal conversation.
Yeah. No,
like we've got time to think in these distance events.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to be able to have that time.
Oh, I feel like if I'm not thinking, then I'm running really, really bad. I'm thinking of all cues.
So that's good.
But I feel like my mum told me when I was like growing up that I was supposed to talk to myself. So now I talk to myself as I run.
I love that.
And I make some really weird noises as I run. Sometimes when I'm like really hurting, I will make the worst noises in human history. Am I alone in this, or do you do this too?
It's funny you say that, because this week, for a couple of my hard training sessions, I said one like goal of achievement I want to know that if I've like trained hard is to exert myself in a way that I cannot control what my body is doing, and whether that's like crying, grunting, like I want it. That's my tick of success.
Yes.
Like if I can do that, I've worked.
And did you get to that point?
I think I let out a little grunt in one of my reps. Just a little grunt.
What was that session to let out a little grunt for you?
Well, it was like an all-out 600 rep, and then I had 8 200s after that, and it was in one of the reps in the 200. I couldn't tell you which one, and it was like 100 to go, and I was fighting for my life, and I just like something came out of my body. It wasn't me, but I was like, you know what? I asked for that.
That makes me feel a lot better because
But are you like grunting every step?
Like, yeah, sometimes. I did a 450, and no joke, the last 100, I don't know, the whole way there was noises coming out of my mouth, and I was like, this is only a 450, like, this is crazy.
No, but it's the all-out efforts, and like I feel like training It's bound to happen.
Yeah, no, that's true. But like never in a race? Like in the last 100 and you got a kick, are you making noises?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Do a lot of people make noises?
Not that I notice. They could well, but I probably don't hear it. It's probably scary to think what sounds they could be making.
We should mic you up and just see you go around. I would not want to hear myself. That mine would not be good. What advice would you give new runners trying to decide between an event and another event that they also like? Like in your case, 8s and 15s. My case, 1s, 2s, 4s. Somebody else could be choosing between, I don't know, javelin and triple jump.
I think try it.
Just
like,
try it?
there is no harm in trying. You're obviously going to want to hit or run a fast time or like get something out of it. But I feel like there's no harm in trying. Like, I never actively thought, oh, should I try the 8 or not? I kind of was just like, oh, it just ended up there. And I mean, it's easy to say as a distance runner or even just on the track in general. They do help each other and they like, maybe jumps and throws might be a bit different. But like, try it while you're young. Give yourself the opportunity. You're never going to regret giving yourself an experience. No. And if it goes well, great. If it doesn't, like, shift your focus. I think whatever you enjoy. And if you enjoy them all, do them all.
Do them all. Do them all. I love that. What's your go-to post-run snack or treat?
Ooh, probably a rockaby. Controversial.
Oh, that is, yeah.
Yeah, I say rockaby.
What flavour, though?
Honeycomb. Chalk honeycomb is top tier. That's like immediately post-run.
Training and racing?
Training, racing. If I'm at home and I have access.
If you're racing in Japan, basically, you're going to go for protein powder.
I'll go protein powder. I'm trying to be a good girl and look after my body, but then after that, I might fat out.
What protein do you like to use?
I've actually just got the pillow one.
Oh, yes.
New one.
I haven't used that one before.
The best one I've tasted that is the most like just a chocolate milk.
That's good.
Because a lot of them are pretty
foul. A lot of them are very nasty. Race day food. What's going on?
Oh, we're doing like a rice, like probably tuna and rice before my race. Banana. Stack up on the lollies.
What's for breakfast?
Breakfast is pretty stock standard, like a cereal, toast. I love a good banana, honey, cinnamon on toast. It's a great race day. Just load up on carbs.
Yes. And you finish your race. What are you eating?
Honestly, whatever I have access to, just a meal. Probably go-to if I had a choice would be a pasta, just something substantial, but...
What about you finish your race and you have another race the next day? What are you eating?
Carbs, because I just need that recovery. I need my body to recover so I feel fresh for the next day.
Do you have any pre-race traditions?
I don't think so. Like, I'm not really superstitious about anything.
No, neither am I.
I try not to be as well.
When I was younger, I started a tradition that I wanted... And my mum shut that down straight away. I think I had like a lucky pair of undies or like socks or something.
Classic.
My mum was like, nope, that's not happening.
Not 24-year-old me is still trying to fit into an 8-year-old undies.
Imagine. What do you think about when you're on the start line?
Just calming myself. I feel like I just need like deep breaths. Just chill. Like, stay focused, but just chill.
Do you do like meditation or breathing on the start line?
Like, I take a couple of deep breaths. I'm not good at meditating or doing that kind of stuff. I just distract myself. My brain goes elsewhere. But I feel like just deep breaths.
Oh, fair enough. What gets you through a long run?
People, definitely. I feel like a solo long run is a grind, but a pack of people with conversation, no worries.
So you talk continuously as you run?
Yeah, we're just like at a jogging pace. So just conversation will get me through.
I'll definitely pass away. I'm doing all right by myself.
Because I'm trying to recruit Mia for a long run.
Yeah, she's trying to recruit me for a long run, which like ain't going to be happening.
She'll have 800 meters.
I could have 800 meters of it.
I think we could get a K.
I might be a K. What are your thoughts on bicarb?
I don't mind it.
So do you take bicarb?
I do. I must admit, I've got a very tolerable gut. Like, I'm lucky that my gut takes pretty much anything I put in it.
Someone said, do you like gag as much as Mia?
Absolutely not. So
you're like,
I haven't had
as
like bad of an
accustomed
experience.
to it now.
Yeah. Like, it's not comfortable, but I can take it and be fine. I feel like it's in the brain.
I have to admit, I think I'm getting better at ingesting bicarb.
Yeah.
Slowly.
It's a work in progress.
It's a work in progress. What do you like to do outside of athletics?
I could sound like a really boring person. Takes up a lot of my life. To be honest, like, I'm studying part-time, so that's...
What are you studying?
I'm studying business. I do like balance.
Yeah.
Like, I can't lock in on one thing, otherwise I'll go crazy.
Have you ever tried to, like, lock in on one thing?
Not really. Like, I've always had study to do. I feel like it's healthy to have a lot of balance. Like, I definitely need study. Like, I think I would honestly go insane if I was all running, like, on camps and things. Just... might drive me a bit crazy. But yeah, I'm a very big balance girl. Like, I like catching up with friends. Some of them are actually coming to Tokyo, so that's exciting.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that.
A lot of the time, they're going to hate me for this, but like, I never tell them when my races are. If they're there without me knowing, no worries. But I would get distracted. They do come and watch me run when they can find out about it. I feel like running, having a social life, they don't have to like detriment each other. Like, I feel like you can do things with friends and have your fun whilst prioritizing your running. I'm not going to be going out and having a really big night with my friends and then going to train in the morning. But if I've got a friend's birthday, like, I can still go for a couple of hours and be like, nice, I want to get home to bed, but who's to say I can't go have a couple of hours of socialize?
Same. I love balance.
think
Well,
the
I
sport-
also think it just makes you stay in the sport for longer. Because I feel like every person that I've like grown up with that was like athletics' life is not in the sport now. What's your favorite country to train in?
Oh, I think it's hard to top this. Switzerland is just stunning. You're just looking at like picturesque like scenery. I feel like this will forever be my favorite place to train so far.
What about your favorite place to race in?
Probably sounds a bit cliche, but Monaco is probably my favorite place to have ever raced. Like,
That's like my dream.
yeah, the stadium's so sick. There's so much like history to it, and like
It's fast.
it's fast. There's like, it's got this aura around it that it just like glows.
Is that like your favorite race meet that you've ever done as well?
No, I wouldn't say it's my favorite like meet that I've done, but I think it's just a place to race.
What's your favorite meet that you've done?
Olympics is top tier. Like, that feeling is so unmatched, and like being there and in that environment. But I think because Com Games went so well, that's also up there. A very core memory.
Well, especially
Easy to
because
say
like
when it goes
your
well.
Com Games, like straight before Com Games, we had World Champs, and you just missed out on the 1500 there.
Yeah.
What was like the turnaround going from like that to, you know, them medaling?
Certainly wasn't going in expecting to medal. I feel like because I just had a sole focus on getting to that race and running the best I could, and it turned out so well. It just worked out like it was meant to be. I was obviously pretty shattered not to make the world team. It did mean I could just focus on the Com Games, and like I had all eyes for that, and I got there, and yeah, it paid off.
What's one confidence building session you like to do pre-racing? So you mentioned that you'd like to do like a hard session 10 days. Is that a confidence building session, or would you say something else?
I'd say it's more of like a stimulus session that coaches make me do for like physiologically, but I do think it is a big confidence builder as well. We might do like a hard 600 or like a session of 600s or something, or 800s. I don't have any targets that I'm like, okay, I want to run this time in this session to know that I can run that on the track.
Okay. What's your favorite team that you have competed in? The environment was like the best. The lead up was the best.
I would actually say our World Juniors.
Really?
Yeah. That was just like an eye-opener to like, whoa, this whole running thing is cool. Like,
I'm in Finland.
yeah, like putting on the green and gold for the first time.
How did you go?
Terribly.
Terribly. Same.
I was a like oblivious young 16-year-old that was just there for a good time.
You and I, because we were the
the
youngest.
yeah.
So like with World Juniors, it usually goes till 19, and the youngest that they take is 16, and we were the only two 16-year-olds on our World
we
Juniors.
were babies.
And we were eligible to go again, and then COVID hit for us, so that was really lovely.
That would honestly be my favorite team, probably because it opened my eyes to like, this is such a cool sport. Everyone comes together, traveling the world.
That's not the answer that I thought you were going to say.
Really?
But I really like that. So say I was starting to like think about running an 800.
Oh, we're on.
We're on, guys. What would you say to me?
Oh, I don't want to sound really cliche and say trust the process, but distance running is a process thing. You're not going to notice your changes. It's not something that clicks straight away. Like, you've got to build a base of running. You can't do that quickly. Every session you do is building and helping. Making sure you enjoy that to do that. Progression's going to come, and not to give up.
Are you a goal setting person? At the end of the year and at the start of the year, do you like write down, I want to do this, or you just go out there and do it?
I don't write things down. Like, I've always had goals and I have things that I want to achieve, and I kind of just know that. I have those in the back of my mind every training session.
Are you a manifester? Like, do you think about you racing at World Champs like a lot?
For me this year, like, I want to make the world's final, and like, I have to envision myself making it through the heats and semis and then getting to the final and running that final. You kind of got to envision yourself being better than what you are and trying to get to that point.
What is one thing that you wish that you could tell little Abbey when she was starting running?
I want to think of something different here, but I so can't. I've always enjoyed the sport. Like, I don't think I need to say like enjoy it, because I know full well that I've had such an enjoyable journey. I think it's just like trust the people around you, enjoy the company, embrace what's around athletics besides the track necessarily.
What is your favorite 800 session?
Anything at like race pace.
Love a race pace.
Love a race pace,
Love a
which
race
is
pace.
pretty much all out effort anyway.
Yeah.
Whether that's like 200s, 300s, 400s. I can get around that.
What is your least favourite 800 session? Like, Gav gives you this session and you're like, no, I don't want to do it.
Honestly, could have been my session yesterday. 600 all out, 8 200s. That was pretty grim. I've never done that before.
Especially because it's 600 all out straight up.
Starting the session on all out effort is crazy.
It's criminal.
It is criminal.
Yeah.
It is criminal.
So, hypothetically, you're on death row. What's your meal of your choice?
Honestly, any home cooked meal by my mum.
Oh.
Just give me something that like...
I feel like she would be honoured with that answer.
My mum's such a good cook. Oh, I don't even know if there's any one dish in particular.
Just anything from your mum.
Yeah. Then that could make me really sad if I'm on death row, like having it for the last time.
What about final dessert?
Yoji. A bit of like popping pearls on top.
Oh, you're a popping pearl girly.
Popping pearls, girly.
Ooh,
A few
I'm a Nutella
strawberries.
girly. Would you rather break a world record or win a world championship gold? But you can't have both.
Oh, that's such a good question. I've definitely thought about this before, but I think it is...
You've thought about it before?
I think I've been asked this before.
Oh.
I think. Because I've definitely processed it in my brain at some point. I think it's a world record. Because, like, world record really solidifies the fact that you're a quality athlete. You've earned. Like, you are legit. Like, you're legitness. Yeah. Whereas world championships can come and go. Tactical races. Like, I want to be more... Oh, it is hard, but I think it is world record.
I guess that's all my questions for you today.
Stunning.
Yeah, no, that's all my questions. Thank you.
Thanks
Thank
for
you very
having me
much.
on.
Yeah,
It's
no.
actually an honour to be first guest.
I feel like I've been blessed, and I'm sure everybody here feels very blessed.
Hopefully someone's learned something.
I really hope so. I mean, I personally have taken a lot away. Maybe I might end up in an 800 with you one day.
Oh, things we would love to see.
That's not happening. So if you guys loved this as much as I loved it, then please give a like, comment, and subscribe to make sure that there's more. We wish you all the very best for Worlds. Make sure you're watching. Mid-September it starts. Abby's in the 800. Hopefully,
And me will be
I
there
will
too.
be there too. Fingers crossed. We still don't find out for another 3 weeks, so we'll see how we go. So if you liked it, then please give a like, comment, and make sure to follow Abby on all of her socials as well. She's only really active on Instagram. So not really a lot of
Where you get
socials to
my
be
most
following,
video?
but you can follow her on Instagram. She will repost everything.
I most definitely
She
will.
won't post, but she will repost everything
Mia,
to see what she's up to.
anything.
I hope you have the best day ever, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.